Welcome back to the Building Confidence podcast, where I, your host, Louise, as a party, share what I've learned through the years, through the tears, so you don't have to. This is episode 141, and we're actually going to be going through my impact report today. So what does that even mean? My impact report for my business is something that I got some support to help put together, and it's pretty much a gathering of data of my business over the last 5 years, because March 2026 is 5 years of Louise as a party coaching, which is awesome. And I like obviously when I started the business, I wanted to keep running, but 5 years, we've made it this far. And I wanted to give you guys a bit of a background and a bit of behind the scenes on what happens in my business. I'm very transparent. If you want to have a conversation with me about the finances and stuff like that, I won't really go through them today as well. But if you are looking at doing something for the tradeswomen community or for any community and you want to know what that looks like back end money wise and that kind of thing, I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you offline. But I really wanted to go through the impact that this has had, because sometimes it can feel like I'm just spinning my wheels and that the culture isn't actually improving, and sometimes it feels like I'm not doing enough. But every one of the tradeswomen that I have supported, and going through the impact report and getting the data together, it is 67 tradeswomen that I have supported through direct one-on-one coaching. And this is not included anyone who has been supported by me kind of casually through a giveaway, or that kind of peer-to-peer friend kind of space as well, which I support a lot of people through with as well who might not be in a position to need ongoing coaching, the 6-month coaching package that I offer, or don't have the finances for it. I support a lot of tradeswomen through my social media and like that as well. But we really kind of got things together, and I have a nice little document that I will be linking below, which will be really cool for people to see, especially if you think your business could use an injection of what I have to offer, supporting tradeswomen with practical tools, and even having those conversations with leaders as well in that professional development space. So if you think your business needs me, the impact report is a good thing to send your business when you be like, hey, we should get Louise in. Here's what she does and here's what she has done. So that would be really cool to add to that if that is a conversation that you're wanting to have. All right. So we put together a letter from Louise. It sounds so official. It's just I'm a proper business. And obviously I'm a proper business. I've been doing this for 5 years. But just sometimes it's hard to believe. You look yourself in the mirror and you still look the same, but you're a whole ass business owner. I feel like I went through that when I became a whole ass tradesperson when I got qualified. I'm I still look the same. You're saying that I'm fully qualified now and I have a license to repair vehicles? Who did this? But no, we are here and this is what we're doing. So the letter from Louise. All right, this is what it says. When I started in the trades at 15, I didn't see many people who looked like me, sounded like me, or understood what it meant to be a woman on the tools. Despite women comprising approximately 28% of apprentices and trainees nationally, women represent less than 3% of qualified tradespeople. This is something I want to change. This company, the services it provides, and the vision it has for the future was born from lived experience in the field and genuine passion to see meaningful improvement in the sector. Our aim is to support qualified tradeswomen to succeed throughout their careers and to support businesses to make their workplaces more inclusive and safe. Through targeted strategies, determination, and support from partners and allies, Louise as a party training and development solutions has experienced rapid growth. This impact report represents a collective of 4 years of advocacy, podcast episodes, workshops, conference keynotes, and coaching sessions. I have had the opportunity to meet, connect, and support so many incredible, inspiring people. I have had the privilege of coaching women facing burnout, gaslighting, and isolation, and watch them reclaim their voice, their goals, and their pride. I have seen women go from doubting themselves to mentoring others. That's the kind of impact we're here to create. So thank you to every woman who has applied, participated, shared her story, or backed herself. Thank you to the sponsors, partners, and allies who have believed in what we are building. Your support has turned into lasting change. All right, and I didn't expect to cry reading that, but yeah, because I put it together and then obviously, well, not obviously, but I got it proofread because written English language is not my high point, but that's what we're about here. That's what every episode of this podcast is. It's giving tools to tradeswomen so they can reclaim their voice. They can be proud of themselves. They don't have to go through unnecessary shit. So our vision. So now we have like a vision and mission. Like the business has this like proper. Anyway, and I've always had like my vision. But this is worded nicely. So the vision is tradeswomen are free from discrimination in the workplace and are empowered to succeed and have long and fulfilling careers in trades. So that long and fulfilling careers in trades is so important to me, so that you guys can have that. And not because you're like just slogging through because you have to, because you actually enjoy it. I don't want you to stay in the trades if you hate it. And some of the things that make you uncomfortable in the trades, the bullying, harassment, the sexism, can be prevented. Like, we don't need that part of the industry, so we're going to do stuff about it. And then our mission, which is different to our vision, because you need to have two, because business words. But yes. So our mission, to give tradeswomen the support, strategies, and skills they need to succeed in trades at all career stages. To give employers the tools to create inclusive workplaces where tradeswomen are respected, valued, and supported. All right, what do? We provide coaching, mentoring, and development programs for women in qualified trades. And we also take on apprentices as well, but the main target is those qualified tradeswomen because you do often fall off that support kind of that you get when you're an apprentice. So apprentices are still welcome to apply for anything that we have out. We also facilitate training and educational programs to build the capacity of employees to create inclusive workplaces where tradeswomen are respected, valued, and supported. And we foster community networks and build public awareness of the barriers tradeswomen face in the workplace and the inherent value they bring to the sector. All right, so I'm working on becoming a social enterprise, and, you know, with or without the certification of being a social enterprise, the main thing that a social enterprise means is that like your profits go back into your purpose and your community, and that will always happen with or without the certification. So the profits that I make from the business actually go into hosting this podcast, the time that it takes, the resources that I need to host this podcast. That money goes back into that. The money goes into the Facebook group. The money goes into any free event that I put on. That's where that money goes. I have in the past had self-funded scholarships, any of the giveaway stuff, like that's where the profits go. They go into getting coaching and tools and stuff out into the tradeswomen community in a variety of different ways, so that people who may not be in a position to pay for coaching or miss out on the scholarship, because we've given out 26 scholarships and we've had 140 applicants, 170 after the last round. So yes, unfortunately, people do miss out because of numbers. But really, this podcast and all that kind of stuff is there to kind of fill those gaps as well. All right, so going on, performance overview. There's a really nice pie chart in here. I gave the data, and my person Araya, she put it in the pie chart, and I'm like, oh, I have a business pie chart. So we've really supported clients like tradeswomen and businesses from range. So like construction, agriculture, automotive, mining, manufacturing, heavy vehicle, infrastructure, rail, and the health sector as well. There's been a range of people, so I'm never limited by industry. And then we put together like I did a guesstimate of all the people that have been at the speaking events that I've done. And in that, so we kind of had a total of 67 speaking arrangements, which was kind of ironic because it was 67 clients and 67 speaking engagements. But over that time, we've estimated that I've spoken to 5,300 people, which is nuts. Like, I'm just some girl who is a mechanic who really got angry at the culture, and now I'm here having this impact, which is sick, which is so cool. All right, we've got a client story in here. So we changed the names for this. So these aren't the real people's notes names in there. All right. So this one, the fake name is Dawn. So Dawn was a recipient of the coaching scholarship in 2024 while working in a small light vehicle workshop with a team of 3 people, including the business owner. With 2 mechanics missing from the roster, customers were being let down and the pressure on the existing staff was immense. Dawn takes immense pride in her work. She cares deeply about doing right by her customers, and in an effort to keep the workshop running, she routinely took on more than was sustainable, and over time this led to burnout. Throughout her coaching sessions, Dawn began to step back and look at the situation with clarity. She explored the facts, challenges, and challenged her belief and discovered that she had a deep passion for supporting more women to enter and stay in the automotive industry. An opportunity came up to work as an apprentice mentor. She had some initial doubts that she was capable, but when we reflected on her past experiences and openness to learn, she was encouraged and decided to apply. She's now working as an apprentice mentor, specializing in supporting female tradeswomen. And a quote from her, or testimonial: "Being mentored by Louise has been transformative for me. Her background in trades and working in male-dominated industries has given me a lot of relatable guidance and tools to accelerate my growth and shape my journey in ways I couldn't have imagined." Which is really amazing to like reflect back on what clients, tradeswomen and people who aren't tradeswomen, had some traffic controllers, some cleaners, some people in between, or decided not to go and stay in the trades. Like, they've all achieved amazing things. There is a lot of workshops that I've run. I usually do like professional development, like so speaking workshops, but I do run some hands-on kind of try trades in the automotive space, which has been super fun, speaking on panels. There's a few more client testimonials in there, another client story, some of the events that I've been to, which is really cool to kind of see, like having a look at that and seeing where I've met people, which has been awesome. I've been getting around. A lot of you may have met me in person. I did actually go to Texas, so to the US last year as well. Met some people over there. But yeah, I'm going to wrap that up there because this is just like a little bit of me celebrating myself. And one, I wanted to give you some background about what's going on, like what's been going on in my business, and how it works. But also this is me celebrating myself. Like I've done the hard work and you guys have too. You deserve to celebrate yourself. This is coming out in March. So International Women's Day has just passed. You deserve to celebrate yourself no matter like if it's fancy or not fancy. Just do it because YOLO. Acknowledge the things that you've done because you have done cool shit. All right? Cool. Homework. Celebrate yourself. And I know I went through that in a few episodes ago being like, you must celebrate yourself, but also like, here is me celebrating myself, so you also must do it. Anyway, I don't want to push anyone, but also please celebrate yourself. All right, the supporter of this episode is Zadie. I have the lovely shirt on, and I'm actually going to go put my work pants on after this and go to a workshop, which is going to be super sick. But Zadie make workwear that fits your hips, thighs, and butt. Key things there that I have been missing from workwear. The women's workwear has progressively got better, but obviously we're all different shapes and sizes. And if you're a curvy girl, I would recommend giving Zadie a go. I really love them. They've got some stretch elastic waistband at the back, so the front still looks professional. Back gives you comfort. But definitely check them out through the link in the description. Yeah. If you need any help or support, please reach out to me. Like I've gone through, I do coaching, I do workshops. I've got the podcast, share it with your friends. I've got the Facebook group, Tradeswomen Owning Their Power. Like, go for it. Reach out to me. Send me a DM. Like, I will reply to you. It might, like, I usually reply pretty quickly, but if I am personally in the mix of a mental breakdown, it might be a day or two, but usually I reply pretty quickly. But anyway, so please enjoy your week, and remember, if you don't believe in yourself right now, please borrow my belief in you. I know you can do anything you put your mind to. You might need to have a nap or a snack first, but I know you can do it. And I'll talk to you guys later.